Hey guys, welcome back to some more Ocarina time. And in this part, we're gonna shoot the sun, because I don't like sun.
I'm not going to praise the sun. I'm going to shoot the sun.
By doing so, though, it does give me a nifty little arrow. Kinda need that if I'm wanting to beat the game, so good thing we shot the sun.
Who knew that the sun was hiding an arrow?
Yeah, seriously. But like, the thing is though, with the fire arrow, you only need it for one thing, don't you?
Two. There's two things in the final dungeon we need fire arrows for. They're technically required, but they're also optional too if you know how to either shoot an arrow through a flame or use Din's fire properly.
Oh, okay.
So there is a way to get around using the fire arrows in this game. Just, it's not beginner friendly for obvious reasons.
No. But it's still required to beat the game.
Yeah.
Unlike ice arrows, which we'll get later, which are completely pointless.
Yeah, they just exist, really. But yeah, now we're done here at the lake entirely. There was only one more skull that we couldn't get until we had the long shot, which we have now, and fire arrows. That's it.
I love how you warped at Lake Hylia when you were at Lake Hylia.
Yeah, it's just like, hang on, I need a good fade effect. Let me just warp to the same place I need to go to anyways.
I want to fix it, but they said they're working all the carpenters as a cool, and they went to the Gerudo Fortress to become the leaves.
Kind of stupid to go into an all-female area expecting to become a member. What do you think is gonna happen?
I'm not gonna question it.
So, yeah, we were here briefly for the whole Bigaron quest, but now we're actually going into Gerudo Fortress proper, because I want to go ahead and take care of some things here first before we move on to our next dungeon. And we do have to go through here in general at one point, just simply because this is required to beat the game.
Yeah. Are you doing Spirit first or Shadow first?
No, we're doing Shadow first, but I wanted to at least take care of the Gerudo stuff first.
Okay. Hold, stay where you are.
So, if you walk in front of these guards, they will throw you in jail. There's an interesting result to this jail, because if you have the hook shot, or any kind of hook shot in general, they'll throw you into this prison cell here in the fortress. But if you don't have the hook shot, there's no way out of here. So the game does have a failsafe for that. If you come here without the hook shot, because you can do it with Epona, they will just throw you out next to that carpenter in Gerudo Valley. So you won't be stuck in that room.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
Good Lord knows how bad that would be if you accidentally got stuck there. If
that happened, the only way to get out of the room without hook shot is just save warping. That's it. Save warping or a warp song if you have any. Because keep in mind, all you need to get to the Gerudo Fortress is Epona. So you can immediately grab Epona when you turn adult and then come here if you wanted.
Side hop, side hop, side hop. One hop, one time. Two hops.
I mean, it's faster than walking in this game.
Yeah, so it might as well.
No, I didn't know you could just go clip right through that freaking fence.
Yeah, well, no, you can just barely reach this chest from the top of the prison cell. So I just decided to go ahead and make my way up here and just use the long shot instead. They want you to use Scarecrow Song over here, but with long shot, I could just come over a different way.
Remember when you were streaming and you were having trouble finding this Skulltula?
I couldn't find that Skulltula. It was so hard, man.
I mean, if you don't hear it, then, yeah, it kind of gets hidden by all the walls.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I just didn't have, I'm not good with directions, so. Crouch stab!
Yeah, so, this is the first case of the 4 carpenters that we need to save. So they're all locked up in cells, because who would have guessed coming in an all-female village requesting to be members would result in something good. So they got thrown in jail, and now we gotta save them. But in order to do so, we need the key, so we gotta fight a guard. So I'm just gonna walk into her and hope she just gives up.
Oh, you and your infinite sword glitch. Bullshit.
I mean, she didn't like my chest. I just rubbed against her a couple times and she just left. That was a little too awkward.
Lester, I need an adult.
But I am an adult. For now, at least.
I need a more mature adult.
I need someone older than you.
That's true, because I may be an adult, but this link is only like 12 on the inside.
They're so rude. They're also very sexist.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the whole point of the Gerudo tribe, is that they only accept women. So, yeah, very sexist indeed.
Except you. Spoilers.
Well, that's because we have to prove our worth. I mean, there's only two kind of men they'll accept in their village. Either the one that's born every, like, 100 years, or someone who proves their worth, which in our case is just because we beat up 4 prison guards. Hey, at least there's no cross-dressing here to get in their fortress, unlike Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild has the cross-dressing thing, yeah.
That was
That was so
brilliant.
funny. I like that.
Yeah, it kind of comes out of nowhere, but it's so cool.
We'll repay the favor somehow.
Yeah, so they pretty much all say the same thing until you save them. So yeah, we kind of know this, buddy, but at the same time, this could be your first guard, so they all have the same text. Now, there is an easier way to fight these guards, I just don't do it here, is...
T-posing for the win.
I'm about to say, sometimes you get some awkward camera angles, and I like that one. Just zooming out of the ceiling. But you can get a guard stuck behind one of these torches if you just go behind the torch and hookshot up. Whenever you use the hookshot, the guards will jump. So you just get them to jump inside, like, between the torch and the wall, and they can't really move, so you just crouch stab them to death.
Also, I don't trust this guy. He called us a cute kid.
Like, I'm not a kid.
You see, if this was 7 years ago, I would be fine with this. But I am an adult, and I want to be treated like an adult, damn it.
You will treat me like an adult in this house.
No, it's like one of those jokes. It's like, where they're a kid, and they're like, I want to be an adult. It's like, okay, but bring me my sippy cup.
Yeah.
Bring me my sippy. I'm guessing you activated Infinite Sword glitch again.
No, I keep on missing it. The timing's a little weird.
How do you activate it again?
You have to interrupt your stab. So you have to do it at a very specific time. And sometimes I just do it too late, where he's about ready to put his sword away and I use the action button. You kind of want to do them almost at the same time, like attack and then melee talk.
You literally just stabbed her and then she didn't even fly away yet before you grabbed the key.
Yeah, it's just kind of there.
Jesus, Lester, you're a little...
Little crouch stabby.
Yeah.
I mean, when you come in here with Bigoron's sword, it takes 3 jump slashes to kill these guards. There is one thing we do have to be careful of, and they do have somewhat insta-kill attack, I would like to say. They do this, like, jump spin attack, and if that hits you at all, the fight immediately ends and they throw you in jail. You take too much damage in those fights and they just throw you in jail, but that spin attack in particular, it's a one-hit KO for the fight.
Did you just jump up the side of the building and still register? Did you jump grabbing the ledge?
It was close enough to the ledge. I was like, I'll just give it to you. We kind of needed to come up here anyways to get through our final guard. Now it's time to wait. Want to be careful here and take out a guard coming around the corner. The guards do have different vision depending on what time you come here. During the night, their vision's worse, even indoors. So if you want an easier time, do this place at night.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't break this out with my sword. I guess you're stuck there.
Well, I tried. Going home.
All my fellow carpenters are stuck in here. Can you please get us out?
About that, dude. You're kind of the last one.
I love how we can literally walk in front of these guys and have a conversation before the guard actually comes out. Like, you know, you should just come out mid-conversation and just stab us.
I walk right into her.
What's with the camera?
Yeah, a little weird during ISG moments. I didn't mean to take this out, but you want to flying bomb?
Oh, you just pulled a bomb right out of him.
Don't mind the bomb that's about ready to explode on your face. It's fine.
How is it floating? Magic.
Magic. In order to cross the haunted wasteland, you need to have the power of floating bombs. Oh, well, I guess you qualify for that, don't you?
If only. Oh god.
Yeah, it's a good thing we don't take damage in cutscenes. That would hurt. He knew what was coming too. It's like, thanks for saving me, but I gotta run. That bomb's gonna explode.
Must have good thieving skills.
So, we're playing the original release of this game, the 1.0, and what's interesting is that this guard here that presents you your Gerudo Pass, actually her colors on her clothes changes based on your tunic color. This is kind of a visual glitch in the original version. They fixed this for later versions, but here, she's green right now because we're wearing green tunic. She'd be red for wearing the Goron one, blue for the Zora one. But there's an even more interesting effect that we'll show off after this conversation.
You got your Gerudo membership card.
But now we're official Gerudo.
It's a piece of paper.
It's to say, hey, look at me. I'm an actual Gerudo now.
Well, it's interesting to see that her clothes are RGB. You just put a bomb right next to her, and her clothes change color based on the bombs flashing. So, yeah. Also, gotta get rid of the evidence.
Lester, no! They're gonna die!
That's the point. Now I'm a member. Must destroy evidence before I'm not a member.
So now what that membership card does is you can basically walk around here without worrying about getting caught now.
Yeah. Although there is a funny side effect, though, is the card itself is not what triggers that. Because if you somehow lose the card, there is a way technically to do it in the game with RBA, Reverse Bottle Avenger. You can delete it from your inventory. The guards will still be friendly to you. You have to save the carpenters. That's a real trigger for not being caught.
Huh.
Hi, Epona.
The card, honestly, really all it does in the game is that the card allows you to get into the mini dungeon here, Gerudo Training Grounds. Without the card, you're not allowed in.
Okay, so you're gonna play my favorite minigame in this freaking game.
Your favorite.
Yeah, pretty much. This is, honestly, the worst archery game in the whole one, because this is very precise. The score you need for the piece of heart, you have a margin of error. If you get perfect shots, you can only miss 5 out of the 20. So it's very, very precise near the end.
This is ridiculous.
Getting the quiver here isn't really that bad, but yeah, getting the heart piece, you can take it a couple tries.
No, I thought it was the heart piece first, then the quiver.
No, the quiver's first.
Number.
I'm pretty sure it was the other way around.
Now you'll see, it's quiver first. But yeah, we just need for right now to get 1,000. But I'll still go for a higher score just because I can. It's good practice for the next round.
Because I is already great at this game, so.
To be fair, this game takes a while to adjust to, depending on what version you're playing. N64 is not that bad, but anything past that's a little weird because of the harder dead zone to control with.
It would be funny if, since you got over, if you'd be like, you just passed both tests. Just take both of them and get out of here.
Oh, it was a piece of heart first. I was thinking it was the other way around.
I knew it was the other way around.
You see, I'm thinking that probably because of how they do in speedruns, is that they kind of force the quiver right away. Like, they do this technically 3 times in the speedrun now for 100%, because they duplicate a quiver here. That's probably what I'm thinking.
It's like, I already did 1,500.
Yeah, but now I gotta do it again.
Da,
Yeah, 1,700.
Okay, show off. Okay, show off.
But to be fair, that was my second attempt for that. You can tell my rupee count.
Oh, okay.
The game is still awkward to control, no matter what version you're playing, but on Virtual Console it's pretty difficult at first because of the less dead zone you're working with here. I've played the GameCube version for the most part, so I'm used to this dead zone already. That's why this game to me isn't that bad, as long as I'm playing this version. But yeah, that's that. Now we have the final quiver.
Now we get Skulltula, right?
Yeah, because it's on the other side of the field, so might as well get it after we do archery, because our spawn point is right next to where the bug is, basically.
Because Lester can't walk like a normal person. He has
Hey, our
to
horse
go.
is gone, so I'm not walking this.
Not like you don't have opponent's song or something.
Nah, I just don't need it.
Like, I'm lazy. I'm lazy. I want to use Bomb Slide.
I I mean, it is a nice trick. Oh god, she just floated right in
Yeah, it's
front
just
of you.
right here. Just walk
Oops.
me. Don't even try the slide, because this hill is gonna eat it. Just watch. I'm gonna try to slide, and done.
Oh, so much for that, huh?
So that was just kind of a waste of time.
Well, so much for that.
Yeah, it's fine. We got one here what we needed. Let's just get out.
You're gonna go into the Gerudo training ground right now?
Yeah, this is the big reason why I wanted to come here right now, because I want to go through this area. And it only costs 10 rupees, so why not? We have 440. I think we could afford an attempt.
One attempt. That's all you get.
That's all we need.
Just one. Everybody gets one, like Spider-Man.